Hello, friends. It's Miss Lauren. Welcome back to another week of Sunday School. I'm so glad you're here. Let's get started with our hello song. Bienvenidos, welcome, friend. Guten Tag, hola, amin, hello. Buongiorno, bonjour, ni hao, konnichiwa. Bienvenidos, welcome, friend. Let's get started. This week we were talking with Miss Marla about a parable of the merchant seeking a pearl. Jesus told his disciples this parable or story to describe the kingdom of heaven. Jesus told the disciples about a merchant who found a large, perfect, beautiful pearl. And so he sold everything he had, completely changing his life in order to get the pearl. Because I'm sure it was pretty expensive. And Miss Marla talked about how sometimes we need to be that merchant. We need to drop everything, give everything away, leave everything, and quickly make a change to follow Jesus. Well, when Jesus was describing the kingdom of heaven this way, we can also think of the kingdom of heaven as being that merchant, or God being that merchant, dropping everything to seek out us, to find us, to bring us into his fold or his flock. In fact, that's so true because God gave everything, including his only son, Jesus, so that we might be with him in eternal life. So just as God drops everything for us, so too must we drop everything for him, like a merchant seeking a perfect pearl. Well, that's a pretty big change, to drop everything all of a sudden without hesitation and completely change your life to find a pearl as a merchant or to find Jesus. In music, we have sudden changes too. And today I want to talk about different ways we can have changes in music. And we'll experiment by making some. There are 3 ways I'm going to talk about how we can make sudden changes today. And the 4th way is just going to be combining the last 3. Keep in mind, today I'm only talking about sudden changes. The first way we can make a sudden change in music is called tempo. Say tempo. That is a special music word. You can see on my screen all of my special music words that we might not know are highlighted in yellow. Tempo means speed. That's why I wrote that next to it. Tempo means speed. And of course, speed is how slow or fast something goes. So when we change the tempo, we change how slow or fast the music is. Like right now, how I'm talking really fast. And now, how I'm talking very slowly. Let's move on to the second one. The second one, special music word, is dynamics. Say dynamics. Dynamics is talking about volume. Volume is how loud or how soft the music is. When we change dynamics, we change whether we sing loud or sing soft. Let's look at the next one. Our special music word is articulation. Say with me, articulation. Articulation. Articulation kind of means style. That's the best word I could think. Articulation, or the style, is changing how we sing the music. We can sing it smooth, or we can sing it choppy. When we change articulation, we change how smooth or how choppy the music is. And of course, we can put some of these things together and do them at the same time. Shifts tend not to happen singularly. Just like how on the left you can say we have so many shades between white and black, there are so many shades in all of these 1, 2, and 3. With tempo, there's really, really slow and really, really fast. And then there's a lot of things in the middle. Say with dynamics, there's really, really, really soft and really, really, really loud and a bunch in the middle. And there's really, really smooth, really, really choppy, and something in the middle for articulation as well. So today, we can't learn all the different shades or all the different colors within each of these changes. So we're going to talk about one that's on one side and one that's on the other side of this spectrum. This is called a spectrum when it gradually changes from one extreme to the other. In tempo, our slow extreme is called largo. It's not the slowest music can ever be, but it's generally slow. Say largo. Largo seems like a word that is kind of unfamiliar to us, right? That's because all of the words you're about to learn are in Italian. Music, while it was all over the world, was first kind of formally studied in Italy. So a lot of the words we have for music are in Italian. So how we say the music is slow in fancy music language is to use the Italian word largo. But there's an opposite too, and that's fast. The Italian word for fast is allegro. So we have largo and allegro. Say allegro with me. Allegro. Great job. Let's move on to dynamics and learn some words we can use to describe them. First, we'll start with soft. At the bottom of our spectrum, that light gray is soft, and the Italian word we use is piano. Yes, just like the instrument. Did you know before we called a piano, it was actually called a forte piano? Combining both of the words we're going to learn. That's because it had a dynamic range of being loud or soft. But forte piano is kind of a long name, and it got shortened to just piano, but it can still play both loud and soft. So piano means soft. Next to it in the gray box, the dark gray box, we have loud. And the loud word in Italian is forte. Say forte. Forte is loud, piano is soft. Let's learn some words for articulation. In the light gray, we have staccato. Say staccato. Staccato is choppy. All the notes are short and disconnected. If I sang one note staccato, it would sound like do, ooh, 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 instead of one continuous stream. It's kind of like a bunch of different dots instead of a line. Next to it in dark gray, the opposite word is legato. Say legato. Legato means smooth and connected. It's liquidy like flowing butter or syrup on pancakes. All the things stick together and it's nice and smooth. A single note legato sounds kind of like a continuous line. Ooh. We don't have to break it up like we do with staccato. Now that we've kind of learned what these words are, let's put them into practice. Oh, one more thing that I wanted to tell you. There's a fancy word for sudden changes in music too. It's in Italian and the word is subito. Say with me, subito. Subito is Italian for sudden. And anytime a sudden change in music happens, they would tell you to be subito and then what the change was. If I wanted to be suddenly soft, the music would say subito piano, and that means suddenly be soft. Now let's practice. First, let's learn what song we're going to practice with. Let's use Amazing Grace. It's a hymn that I think a lot of us already know. I'll sing through it once. Feel free to sing it with me. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see. That's the song we're going to be using. I'll sing it through one more time in case you were listening to remember how it goes. Sing along with me this time. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see. When we sing it in just a minute, we're going to sing it a couple different ways. And it's not going to sound just like that because we're going to make a bunch of changes. The way we were just singing it was pretty legato because it was pretty smooth and connected. I would say it was somewhat piano, somewhat soft. I wasn't singing too loudly, but I also wasn't singing as quietly as I could either. And it was pretty slow, or largo. I wasn't singing it too quickly. Let's see what happens when we change the tempo. As a reminder, tempo means speed. We're changing how slow or fast the music is. When it's slow, it's largo. When it's fast, it's allegro. See how largo's in a light gray box and allegro's in a dark gray box? We're going to use that same key to tell us when to sing slow and when to sing fast. As you can see, the first two words, Amazing Grace, are light gray, so we will sing them slow or largo. Dark gray is allegro or fast. You can try singing it after me. I'll sing it first so you get an idea of what changing the tempo should sound like. Then I want you to pause the video and try. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see. It's kind of like speeding up the music. Well, it is speeding up the music, but it just reminds me of hitting fast forward on a movie. You try the same thing. Remember, light gray means slow and dark gray means fast. Pause the video now and give it a try. Great work! Now let's learn what happens when we sing Amazing Grace with different dynamics. Remember that dynamics means volume. We're talking about how soft or how loud the music is. When the music is soft, we call it piano. When the music is loud, we call it forte. Piano will be in light gray, and forte will be in dark gray. Let's practice singing with those dynamics. Once again, light gray tells me to sing soft, sing piano. Dark gray tells me to sing loud, sing forte. My turn, then pause the video and give it a try. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. Changing dynamics can be kind of tricky. You have to use a lot of air, otherwise your voice starts to do funny things, kind of like mine was doing. Can you pause the video and practice these dynamics by yourself? Remember to use lots of air as you sing, and that light gray means soft piano, and dark gray means loud forte. Now let's find out how to change articulation. Let's remember articulation is the style or the way that we're singing. It's how smooth or choppy the music is. Staccato means choppy. Legato means smooth. When we see light gray, we will sing short and disconnected. When we see dark gray, we will sing smooth, long, connected. My turn, then pause the video and it'll be your turn. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I am found. Was blind, but now I see. Remember to sing disconnected and choppy when you see light gray, smooth and connected when you see dark gray. Pause the video and practice that now. But of course we can combine these things as I mentioned earlier. Our options are dynamics, tempo, and articulation. I might want to sing largo and forte, or staccato and allegro, all at the same time. I'm going to make up a combination as I sing Amazing Grace. Now, you'll notice that there's no light or dark gray because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different things that can be happening in any combination. So I couldn't give you a key. Listen and try to identify what I'm doing. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. There were lots of combinations there of fast and slow, with loud and soft, with choppy and smooth. So I want you to think of all of these combination words and now compose or come up with your own way of singing Amazing Grace with all of those different changes. When you're done, move on to our next video for the goodbye song. Great job learning all of these tricky words this week. I'll see you next week.